Alright, everybody, we are back to Legend of Heroes, AnimefreakChaos, and, well, here we go. So, we're basically on the next day, and we gotta figure out what the hell's going on again, because apparently, after talking to the manager, some stuff has been stolen, so let's check it out. What does anyone have to say? Hang on, let me do a quick mic test. I think something went wrong. Hold on one second. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, there we go. I know, that's a weird thing to say for an audio test, but whatever. There's been a robbery. That's terrible, but what's okay. Somebody will spell trouble. Here's the violin guy. No, I'm not in the mood for this shit. Okay. Alright, anyway. So, here's Merchant. Oh, she wants to... Oh, yeah, she's the honey seller. So, what does anyone have to say? We're in a... You guys are having a crisis and you want to sell. Good job. Alright, what about you, ma'am? Ozette. Buy some milk for breakfast and the market's closed. Alright, who else? What about you, good sir? This isn't good. Okay, settle down. Skip now, okay. What about you? That the market will be unavailable to open. My wallet can be remain safe. Okay, and then... What does it mean? This is why I want the market open. Someone needs to fix this quickly. My silk is waiting for me. I feel sorry for your dad. Alright, let's see what happened. I'm sorry, the grain market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this. Oh, here we go. Not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Or maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. Yeah, that's one damaged stall. How dare you destroy my stall, you damn coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could have it been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Hemdarian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we sell this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it. Objection! Class 7? You kids again? Keep your nose out of this. I'm gonna make them pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you'll be worse off. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you're going to give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall. Or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. Oh, it's these assholes. The Provincial Army? What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But... I believe you are the one in charge here? I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see... The market manager explained to the Provincial Army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed. 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair, Do you think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? That's true. The Provincial Army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. They're the ones who are giving you the goddamn food for your armies, you stupid twat. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue, you come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Ugh. Gah. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man and have more pressing matters to attend. What busy? Like, what do you mean busy man? The three of you were like lazy as hell, doing nothing but standing around. Busy my ass. Busy being an asshole, that's for sure. Hope we can knock some sense into these guys later. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop these two from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the Provincial Army here conducted itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we clean up these busted stalls. And we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with the assistance of the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the two stalls. And with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day. I'll bet behind schedule. You know, the way they came off, those soldiers guys, like, the way they came off for this investigation, I feel like they're a part of it. That's just a hunch, though, because I'm trying to... You know, you gotta keep your options open and who's the bad guys. Anyway, thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today without incident. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The Provincial Army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. Now, I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, do you think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing? There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Will you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, that this is our affair, not yours. You're students. You have your own studies to worry about. I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the Provincial Army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on all of us. Yeah, you look stupid in front of... You look stupid in front of, you know, your higher-ups, then you make everyone else look stupid. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with the instructor, Sarah, first, and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your head together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well. We shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I surely would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of the night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. Mm-hmm. Let's split up, gang. Shag, you and Scooby. No, I'm joking. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they claimed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on them on the time, though. If we miss the last train towards Hilmdar, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. So, hold on. Is there a time limit? I hope not. Alright, what are we gonna do? Oh, notebook. There we go. Oh, these are the items. Should I make hold juice? Anyways. So, quest. So, terms are medium. So, we're gonna do... Hold on. For common coal, a day as a merchant. A large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic Highway. Would be happy if someone took it out. Monster is Zwodar, and then Stonebridge leading to help there on the West Celtic Highway, and then Lost Wallet. See me at my ceramic stone. I will tell you more. Okay, we'll do the Lost Wallet quest first. Usually you hit square or something to get the. Whoops. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. So, those are the required right now. I feel like we should do the monster first, though, to be honest. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk to these guys then. Hold on. All right, there's that one. Let's do that wallet quest first. Excuse me, will you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Doors who the market manager said would be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course. I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Will you be able to do that for me? Hell yeah. We'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found then. Alright, let's see Lost Wallet. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner. What exactly was inside it anyway? Well, naturally there was mirror in it. I couldn't believe just how much was in there though. The only thing was a train ticket to Helmdar that's scheduled for tonight. Sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask at the station? Considering it's for the train that leads tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you this. Yeah. We're gonna find that wallet and... Hold on. Okay. Alright, let's go to the station then. Whoops. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. Sorry. So, okay, start at the station. Gotcha. Do-do-do. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries in regards to the lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received too. Can I ask when the inquiry was made? Sorry. I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone too. I get why she would be in a panic then. Did you say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. It's the weathercock... Okay, sorry, immature of me. It's the weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Right, let's go ask Margot. Alright, so pretty straightforward so far. Let's go back to the inn. Alright, Margaret. Hey there, something the matter. Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Alright, explain the situation for the wallet. You're looking for Annabelle. Bad time though, she just left. That's unfortunate. But we have her name now at least. That makes life a lot easier. True. That's all left now is to actually meet her. Alright, she'd be searching at the restaurant in the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Make sure you return to her, okay? We will, let's go. Alright, anything else? Okay, I'm just curious. Is there anything I can talk to just to see if there's any items? Okay, veggies. Okay. Merchant Maurice, alright. Aw, that sucks. Market prices, dang. Anything else you say? Aw, that sucks. Alright, here's Luis. Okay. Oh yeah, and this guy. Old Man York. You must... Oh, please, York. What the hell? Wow. In order to be a good businessman, you must flip her skirt. Alright, poor dude. Alright, anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go. So, Annabelle's going to be in the market area. That we know for sure. So, will she appear on the map? Okay. And there she is, all the way at the back. I think. Wait, is it? Aha! Okay. Right, anything else? Alright, so... we will not talk to him yet, that's for sure. Tableau. Excuse me, you wouldn't have to know if a young lady came in here searching for a wallet, would you? Alright, and here a few minutes ago. Do you know where she went? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Adios now, though. Does it help you at all? I think there's only one place that could be. She'll make her way to the church, then. Alright, we gotta head to the church. What about you, sir? Anything interesting? Oh, whoops. Did he have any new stock? Nope, same thing. Alright, what about this guy? Okay. And he had this stuff, right? So... what about this? Oh yeah, what about him? Okay. Not enough customers. That really does suck about like how some assholes just decide to destroy stuff just for their own freaking pleasure. Alright, anyway. Gotta go to the church. You gotta pray to your God to find your wallet. Oh yeah, how are these two relationship going? Mom got real at me, so yeah. Sorry about yesterday. Promise you won't pull any stuff like that anymore, okay? I'll forgive you to do that. Yeah, promise. Here, take this too. It's a real special to me, so you know I'm being serious. What did you get? I've been through too much thanks to Jake and his pranks. These country kids are such bullies. Wow. Damn it, I bet it was her who told my mom. And two can play at that game. What are you gonna do, you little shit? Of course. What about you, Mina? I was told that Jake and Susie aren't a good match for each other. But that's silly. Getting along with each other is so much better. I think they'll become friends one day. That's why I told Mommy about what Jake did to her yesterday. Ah. Good. Oh, of course, Jake's gonna be a little shit. Hello, Lulu. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Jake, you little shit. Alright, here she is. Hello, Annabelle. Oh, idiots, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on having lost all my mirror in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Eek! Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any... please calm down. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am. Aha, I thought so. You wouldn't have to recognize his wallet, would you? That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see... Alright, explain the situation, gave her wallet back. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you'd like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet Search began. I see no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Aha, thank you. Okay, accept it. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. Very nice. Alright. So you managed to find the owner after all then. Thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we could be of help. Please excuse us then. Alright, we did it. Anything else you want to say? Alright, cool. So that's one quest down. Alright, completed. So now let's take out this monster. We're 20 minutes in, but we still got time to at least do one more quest. And then maybe next video we can actually end it here. Sort of. Anyway. So it is the West Celtic Highway. Whoops. So west is to my right. Gotcha. Let's go. Oh yeah, what about this family? Sorry, I'm very interested in Becky's family. They're kind of funny. Alright, this weird old guy's been hanging about outside the house for a while now. He reeks of drink too. I tried asking mine why he's there, but she won't tell me. The Provincial Army, okay. They start yelling at us for even getting close to them. Things like that make me worry for my child. I hope he doesn't do anything to anger them. Train is still at the age where he is okay, get better at them, blah blah blah. Man, stupid army assholes. Like, I mean, obviously there's good people in the world, but you know, there's always gonna be those assholes who think, oh, we have higher rank, we can do whatever we want. Oh, wait. Okay, so it looks like we have to do that first. It might be, okay, I get the feeling it's gonna be all in one go. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's see what he says. And to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually... Alright, investigating the truth. Yep. You're investigating? That's right, and we would really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military camp. You're not exactly ace detectives. That's true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. Alright, we may be able to recover your goods. Cooperating could prove fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fat here by selling them at the market. But it's the only one I have now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in a single night. That damn coward sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his capability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. Okay, against the idea. I'm going to give him my... Okay. Please try to calm down. You do know if you cause any more trouble, the Provincial Army really will arrest you, right? Okay. Matter of justice. I hate that word. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. Please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. Alright, everything is merchant notes. Try questioning the other one. Anything else? Alright, we will, eventually. Oh yeah, these two. How are you doing, Dad? I hear that killing as many beautiful sights offer at this time. Clarence, please don't ignore my desperate pleas. My silk wasn't snatched by some sly scoundrel, okay? Time to make father relinquish his wallet to me once again. Oh yes, just how much was it again? 300,000 Mira? Or perhaps 400? Oh man, I feel so bad for the dead. Okay. Alright, that should be about it. He only sells accessories. Alright, let's talk to this guy. This asshole. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment? Alright, you're those kids from the military academy, right? Huh, what do you want from me? I got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. Top it all off, the army's an asshole, and the damn merchant acts like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see. Okay, same deal. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. Would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate, so I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. Alright? What happened last night? See if I left the market. Right after, okay, didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place. Another merchant just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. All the processed food I was going to sell were just gone without a trace. Alright, so processed foods, gotcha. That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Sobered me up, it wasn't like I hadn't been drinking at all, and that's when I went over to the fool stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself, but that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Okay, sure. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. Okay. So frustrating. Okay, that's bad. If I can at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to afloat. Provincial Army aren't helpful, that's for sure. Alright, I'm finished, pure and simple. All that hard work, blah, blah, blah. Yes, your dreams are shattered. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we will actually be able to help you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some closure. So cheer up, okay? Good luck, though. So who's the friend? Okay, what does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall, but the chance of both committing the crime at the same night, okay, virtually nil. I don't believe that's happened. Alright, alibis. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. Okay. So we're going to have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where, though? I mean, who could possibly have been? ... It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? Attention elsewhere. Gotcha. There's one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe we can work out the reason behind their strange behavior. We can... Okay. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about... Let's see. The market manager and his wife. The merchants in the market. The Provincial Army. I'm pretty sure it's the army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the Provincial Army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? That's true. Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. The methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought the dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved, though. Yeah, 1 minute they're refusing to do anything, and the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly, they're definitely something unnatural, okay? It's true when you think about it, because, first of all, the merchant and the wife, like, they're helping us, so it wouldn't make sense. And then the other group doesn't make sense either, so it's only these assholes. Alright, we might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. Okay, worth an attempt. Guardhouse. Gotcha, let's find out. AP. Ooh, I got free AP. For getting that right. That wasn't much of a hard question, to be honest, but... Alright, anyway. Here's these assholes. Are you students from that military academy? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we're hoping you could help us with something. Can we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's Military Academy, and we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems like a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and could prove most invaluable to our education, if you permit it. Alright, so here, I'll see what I can do. God damn it, don't get paid enough for this shit. Goddamn kids. Looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like this, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn, after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedule. What are you doing in there? Seriously. So what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. Yeah, I agree, Alyssa. He's a piece of shit. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Will we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age, and you got an ugly mustache for a guy who's his age. Okay, that was a bad insult, sorry. And it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the #1 priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their #1 priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alberea. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the market duty isn't something you have a duty to protect. Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow orders, that's how the military works. No. Not all the time, asshole. We don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. Clearly we do, considering what you're not doing. Erg. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope that's been enlightening. Now, if you excuse me, I have a job to do. Come on, Elliot. You got something to say, don't you? Wait. Will you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine. Ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marcos was handling? You know, the accessory merchant, all he has left was that one sample. What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We'll only discover what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago themselves. Aha! So, sir, we have our own ways of finding these things that you do well not to underestimate us. Now we wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. That stupid piece of shit. He was hiding shit. Do you think the fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all? But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed, a suspect they knew, okay, though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alberea must have issued permits for both stalls. Alright, they would have no trouble gaining transaction records. But why would they bother? Maybe they need to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? Okay, incident. Carefully planned out. Yep. Coincidence. Let's probably get them done so they could be robbed while tension was between them both. So basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So we're being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Show no interest. Okay. Unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they wait for things to get out of hand and showed up to force both parties into uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants could get worn down enough that they feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be even shadier than I thought. But thanks to Elliot, we got the truth. Thanks to Elliot. You make a fine military strategist. I just go lucky, that's all. So what we know is the army is somehow involved. Yep. And the only way to solve it is to find them and catch them. But it was carried out by members of the Provincial Army. That's not going to be an easy task. I don't think any... Okay. Too proud to dirty their hands. Okay, really, whoever the culture, they... I doubt they're still here in Celtic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a hard... Oh, I can't speak, sorry. Oh, so much dialogue, so it's drying my mouth out. That's a good point. Escape by train. No, they can't do that. It's been less than a day since whatever. The ordinary. Someone suspicious may have spies leaving or entering town. Okay. Sorry about that. Like, I'm getting tongue-tied because it's so much reading. Alright, so... Okay, alright, there's someone over there near Oddvins. So I guess we'll go over there. Oh yeah, are these two still fighting? I just want to double check. Alright, never mind. Oh, it's her. Hiss. Lulu, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there's this weird man asleep along the side of the street. A weird man? Or he was just really drunk. Oh, okay, it's a drunk asshole. That's terrible. It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she doesn't keep her... To make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not far from this town, eh? Okay, good lead. If it's not Instructor Sarah. Go talk to him. Let's have a look. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, we're a bit past this part, so we're going to save first. And then we'll continue in the next part. And hopefully we can get some combat in. So, sorry if this was a bit of a boring episode. But, we'll definitely progress more. So, let's save. Alright, so hang tight, guys. We'll be right back.